case you haven't found out by now, today's video is going to be on the topic of shoe trees. These are things that go in your shoe. They're super important, and today I'm going to explain why. So the first reason why these shoe trees are so important is the fact that they keep the shape of your shoe. These are things that you're going to insert inside your shoe, and they're going to hold the shape of the shoe and prevent a little bit of wrinkling and stuff along the crease. Like here I have a shoe that I've had for a couple of years, and there's a lot of creasing on the shoe, and it's because I haven't worn the shoe with the shoe tree. And then also the hole of the shoe is actually a lot bigger than it should be. It's a lot more open, and that's also because I haven't been wearing a shoe tree. The second reason why these shoe trees are so important is the fact that they keep a lot of the moisture out of your shoe. They suck the moisture in through this wood, and that reduces the smell, and that also reduces wearing and cracking on the leather. Most guys, when they take off their shoes, they just throw them in the closet. They let them get dusty. They let them stay in there and start stinking and all that kind of stuff. And so a good shoe tree, what that's going to do is it's going to prevent those issues from happening. There have also been studies that have shown that wearing shoe trees have in fact increased the life of your shoes, and so I highly recommend that you have some because they're going to allow you to get a lot more wear out of your shoe. All the ones I have here, I've been able to thrift these, and I'm really glad I was able to get them for a very good price. They were $11, and they get the job done. They're not the greatest shoe trees that are out there, but they really do the job. These are probably my best pair because they have a thicker back part of it, and that's a good feature versus having something that's a little bit skinnier like this Rockport pair. Also, I recommend you only get the wood kind. Don't really worry about how high quality they are, but just try to get some cedar ones because plastic shoe trees, they don't do as good of a job at holding the form of your shoe. That's really the only purpose they have. They don't also suck out the moisture that is in your shoe. I'll have an affiliate link down below to a couple of different brand new shoe trees in case you can't find some at your thrift store, because these are kind of hard to come across in good shape, because most guys that buy these, they keep them forever because they realize that having a shoe tree is a super important part of your style. Another thing I wanted to mention particularly is that there are two different types of shoe trees. There is a lasted shoe tree, which is probably like this one because it seems a little bit more expensive based upon the thick heel part of it. But a lasted shoe tree is going to be made particularly to fit the shape of the last of the shoe. And basically what the last of a shoe is it's the cut of a shoe. So every manufacturer that makes a shoe, they first have the design, and that's basically what this is. The shoe tree is going to be made particularly to fit that design. On the other side of it, you have generic shoe trees like all the ones that I have here today. These are just ones that you get that are made to fit all shoes and not one in particularly. If you have the extra money to spend, brands like Allen Edmonds, Beckett Simonon, Crockett & Jones, they all have different lasts and they have different shoe trees for the last, but they do get more expensive because you're buying a shoe tree that is made particularly to that model. So another thing I wanted to point out, this shoe right here has had a shoe tree in it the past couple of days, and I'm going to take this one out. And as you can see, it's got a nice shape to it. The form is really starting to come back a little bit. One thing that I really noticed, and that you can probably notice, is that the holes are significantly different. So this pair has had the shoe tree in it, and as you can see, the hole is a lot more formed. And then this one has just, been worn and thrown in the closet for the last couple of years. And so this one is kind of deformed, and this one, just after 2 days of wearing a shoe tree, has improved tremendously. Also, these types of shoe trees, like the one I have in my hand from Rockport, this is a one that is split down the middle, and then they also have different kinds where the bottom or the front of the point is sole, so it doesn't expand when it goes in the shoe. That's because this one is probably made for a particular size, and so I honestly prefer this kind because I like the fact that it expands to the shoe. I think that's a great feature. But this one, where this one is nicer, is in the back there's a lot more round support and there's more shaping than just having a narrow straight point. So guys, that's today's video. Shoe trees are super important. I highly recommend you get yourself a pair. Again, I'll have a couple of links to a couple of different brands of their shoe trees down below, but I think these are an essential for your shoe care. I think these will dramatically improve the life of your shoes, but if you can, go find some that's thrifted. I don't recommend you spend a whole lot of money on them because, I mean, they're going to get the job done. Any shoe tree, I think, is going to do a better job than having no shoe tree in your shoe. That is today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did so, please be sure to hit that like button. Also, go ahead and subscribe and share. And with that being said, I'm Robert, this is GentStyle, and I'll see you in the next video.